The warm-up today. Spider-Man's with torso rotation. Make sure that you bring your foot right next to your hand and then rotate with that same hand as the foot that's forward. Frog crawls. Make sure you jump forward and land with your feet next to your hands. Crawl all the way out, load the hips, and then drive the feet next to the hands. Side squat. Stay low, push the butt back so you're engaging that posterior chain, and do not come up and down. Squat, hold. Go down into a regular squat as low as you can, and then hold that for 30 seconds. Wednesday's exercise are supersets. Each superset will be done 4 times with a 1-minute rest in between. A superset is where you go from one exercise right to another exercise with no rest. Superset 1, Bulgarian split squat. You have one leg up on a bench or a chair, while the other leg lowers down into a very solid squat position, making sure your knee does not track past your toes and you engage that posterior chain. Single leg hip bridges. Laying on your back with one leg up and extended, press up through your heel on the opposite leg until your hips are completely extended up towards the ceiling. Hold that for a second and then lower it back down. Superset 2, walking lunges. Lunge out, sink the weight into the heel, keep the heel into the ground and the knee behind the toes. Come up. If you can avoid touching the ground, great. Step right through to the next lunge. If you have to stabilize yourself by touching in the middle, that's fine. Dive bomber push-ups. Starting in a bit of a straddle position, taking your hands down in front of you on the ground. You're going to swoop yourself down so that your nose comes towards the ground, then your chin, your chest, and then you come back up and pivot back to the starting position. Superset 3, step-ups with no push-off. On this one, you're going to do a traditional step-up. However, you're not going to push off the bottom leg. You're going to do all the work, both raising and lowering, with the leg that is up on the bench. Legs up on the chair, hip thrust. You have 2 variations on this. You can have your legs straight and then focus more on the low back as you drive your hips up, or bend the legs and get more activation of the hamstrings while you drive your hips up. Superset 4, leg raise with a pike. Legs are completely locked and straight out if you can keep your back flat on the ground. Raise the legs up to 90 degrees, then pike up so you're engaging those lower abs and that deep abdominal wall. Pilates bicycles. On this, it's very important that you keep your low back flat on the ground. So only extend your legs out completely if you can do so. You'll also notice we're not yanking on the neck on this, we're rotating the torso. Don't worry about driving your elbow across and twisting your neck. Worry about rotating at the torso.